everybody. Welcome. I'm in Gala Falls, but you can see that I'm actually not at the falls yet. I've been sort of captivated by this little scene in front of us, but it's probably the most difficult shot I've ever attempted to take, I think, even though I'm not by slippy rocks or anything. Let me talk you through it and see what you think. So I love this little cluster of trees in the middle and the arching. And if I widen out slightly, you can see, but what I really want to do is to, because they're on a terrible slope, I want to take it like this. And I'm just trying to work out how I can do that, considering that my tripod doesn't bend that way. So I'm going to give it 5 minutes to see if I can set this tripod up so that I can get that shot. And if not, I'm going to have to leave it and come back with a different head at some point. But let me give it a go and let's see what we can come up with. And if not, we'll wander on and we'll have a look at the falls themselves. So this looks extremely precarious, but I don't know, we might just be able to do it this way. So as you see, to get this camera angle, you can see that that's the straight angle, and that's what I'm trying to get beyond. We're also balancing, or battling, I should say, the rain. So, and again, and I'm not sure whether the 32 to 64 is right or whether I should put the 20 on. So I think we'll just get on, see if we can snap this, and then we'll wander off down to the falls if not. Okay, let's see if we can actually make this work. So we're at a terrible angle, but oh yeah, okay. And would I like to be a touch wider? Actually no, I think that might just work. I've got this dominant tree on the left, on the right I should say, just leading, pushing in. And then I've got the trees arching in, and we've got one that's sat out there in the on the right hand third. We're probably going to trim a lot of this scrub out, and you can see that sky's blown out, so let's come back a bit. So I just quite like the framing in and around this. 16 by 9, so yeah, I think that would probably work quite well. Let's instead of visualizing it, let's see if we can see what it will look like as our composition. Possibly something like this. I know we've got horrible grey sky behind. May actually work as a... No, it doesn't quite work like that. We're going to take it. We're going to take it and see what we can do. Don't want that much sky. We'll take this. It might end up by a 3 by 1, but we will see. So I will, yeah, just something like this. I'm going to have to focus stack this. I don't know whether I actually want to put a polarize and a grad on. I probably won't. Let me just think about this foliage. Now this foliage is moving gently, so I'm going to increase our shutter speed a bit so that I can pull our shutter speed down. So there we go, so about 100th of a second, and I am going to focus stack this, so front to back. As we go, let's check, clear. Okay, and want to make sure these trees, this little group of trees, are in focus. And I'm not so bothered about the scrub at the very back. So I think we can capture this. I will be putting the wide angle on shortly, but we can capture this with that beautiful fall coming in from the left, and then these bubbles that are sat off on our right. So it looks absolutely spectacular. So I've determined that I want a second focus for this, 1 second, f16 ISO 100. So let's 2-second timer in around that fall itself. There we go. And let's see what we've actually got. And that water looks pretty good at a second. So I'm just going to focus stack down all the way down this lovely falls, snapping as I go. Down to the water, and you see some people have just come into shot, so I'll clone those out. I've got plenty of images over there to clone that out. Now what I would like is a longer exposure for those bubbles, so I'm going to gingerly, we're going to pop on our, and what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take my jacket off. Got layers on because it's been raining, as you saw earlier on, and I am now a bit warm, so let's just take these off. There we go, it's a bit better. Let some air in. Okay, so you can see there what I've done is actually use the polarizer. See that dark rock? The sheen on the rock. It's not what we want. We want that dark rock for contrast between the whites and the darks. And if you also notice, it actually takes the sheen off those leaves and it gives additional saturation to those leaves too. So we're at 1 second, so if I put a 6-stop on, that's going to give us a 1 minute exposure. So, and that's just for those bubbles. So let me just lock the focus here in the middle of those bubbles. And I can see the focus beacon's got most of that entire scene in focus as well. So we should be able to come up to 60 seconds. I'm probably going to do 50 just to be safe for any clipping. So let's 2-second timer, off we go. What I'll do is I'll blend that together in post, and hopefully we get something pleasing. Okay, so now we're just going to do just the falls themselves. So I'm just going to pop this into portrait. And for this one we can actually zoom in a bit. We can raise this up. Top and tail, just like that. We've flipped it 90 degrees. Always remember, if you've done that, you'll need to adjust your polarizer by 90 degrees. So vitally important. So let me show you that again. I flip the camera 90 degrees and you can see that wet rock has now got a sheen. So I have to adjust my polarizer back, take the sheen off those rocks, those wet rocks, and that now lets me have that beautiful dark rock. It's got some fabulous green algae on it, and it'll allow me then to capture this with beautiful contrast between the white water and those dark rocks. So hey, we're at 50 seconds. I think that's too much, but I think I'm just spinning the ND grad, not the polarizer there, so I can whip this out in a moment. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take it at 50 seconds, just for the hell of it. So I'm just going to lock focus there, take it, and then I'll do a couple of shorter exposures. I'll probably go through a range of exposures with you to show the difference. So this will be the 50-second shot. Probably far more than we need, but all the same we'll still do it. You never know what you're going to like. And then I'll do a range of shorter exposures, maybe around a second or two, and then I'll go down to, I don't know, a third of a second, and then I'll do a normal exposure with no ND and do a faster shutter speed, and then you can do a comparison and I'll show you the differences between each of those. Oh, here comes the rain. It's not what I wanted. Life of a photographer is constant change, constant adapting, constant cursing you weather gods, but all the same, do I look bothered? Nah, not bothered. So let's just wait a moment or two, see if this is going to go off. It's coming down heavier, so we'll have to see. You're a good boy. Okay, it's one of those days, looks like we're being rained off. It's coming down heavier now, thick and fast, so I think we'll retire here. Okay, so thank you for joining me here for this very short, very sweet visit to Ingala Falls. Hope you have a lovely day. Wherever you are, please look after yourself, look after your loved ones. Till next time, see ya.